Hi, I'm Maura McCullough, founder of College Scoops. Our goal at College Scoops is to provide valuable, curated content to help students and parents get a better feel and vibe of a college campus in the surrounding area. Whether you are in high school or at university, College Scoops provides the inside scoops on everything college related, highlighting the best places to eat, stay, and explore on and around campus. We know college visits in particular should and can be fun, offering new insights into the local community and surrounding area each and every time you step foot on campus. We have just launched a virtual college experience series to highlight what our student ambassadors love about their school and to answer several important questions you and your students may have about particular colleges. We hope you find these videos helpful. We had a ton of fun making them. Thank you to all of our student ambassadors and to the entire College Scoops community for pulling these together. Please subscribe to College Scoops and follow us on our social media.
Hi everyone, my name is Lanasia and I'm the University of Pennsylvania Lead Ambassador for College Scoops. We are bringing you a virtual campus experience to answer the questions many students have as they make their final college decisions or start to develop their college lists. I'm a sophomore in the College of Arts and Sciences studying psychology and I'm from New Jersey. On campus, I'm involved in the Kite and Key Society, which is Penn's tour guiding club. I'm a mentor for Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm a research assistant in Penn Center for Mental Health, and I am a tutor for both Gear Up and Penn Students for Students.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's Athena. I'm a sophomore at Penn from New York studying health and societies. I'm in several different clubs here at Penn, including West Philly Tutoring Project, Matriculate, Penn Pre-Med Association, and Big Brother Big Sister.
My name is Solomon Thomas, and I'm a sophomore here at Wharton. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and here on campus, I'm involved in a few different things. I'm involved in the Black Student League. I'm involved in City Step, which is a dance club here at our school. We go into schools in West Philadelphia and teach the students and teach kids how to dance. I'm also involved in the Black Wharton Undergraduate Association, as well as Black Wharton Consulting.
My name is Sabria, and I'm from Northern California. I'm a sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania, where I'm majoring in political science and minoring in consumer psychology and Africana studies. On campus, I'm a Benjamin Franklin Scholar and a Civic Scholar. I'm involved in Penn student government through the Nominations and Elections Committee. I'm also a part of the Black Wharton Undergraduate Association and the Black Pre-Law Association. In my free time, I volunteer at Puentes de Salud, a nonprofit organization in Philadelphia, and I serve as a mentor through the Big Brothers Big Sisters program.
Hey everyone, my name is Derek New. I'm from the Villages, Florida. I'm currently a sophomore in Wharton studying business management and social impact, and I'm involved in quite a lot of things on campus, from student government to community service to cultural clubs. I'm also a mentor for some clubs. I'm on committees for others. So I'm pretty involved, pretty all around on campus.
Hi, my name is Anya Miller and I'm from Lancaster, PA. I'm a sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania, intending to major in sociology with a concentration in structures of opportunity and inequality, and double minoring in psychology and design. At Penn, I'm involved with a couple organizations. First, I'm the captain and president of club basketball. I'm also in the Robeson Cooper Scholar Program, which is a program for minority students who are passionate about social impact. And I'm also the creative director of Tart Magazine, which is a new publication at the intersection of art and technology. Outside of school, I'm also a content creator for a new sports advocacy brand.
Hi, my name is Joelis Paula. I'm from New York City and a current sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania with a prospective major in political science and minor in legal studies and history. I'm currently involved in the Black Pre-Law Association as conference chair and the African Americans Arts Alliance as external chair.
What do you wish you knew when you arrived at freshman orientation?
Something that I wish I knew coming into freshman orientation is that college truly is what you make of it. And I know it sounds cliche, but putting yourself out there to make friends and joining organizations and clubs and following meaningful opportunities, research opportunities, whatever it may be, it really is what you make of it. You have a lot more freedom, and how you choose to spend your free time will really dictate your experience. And so I came from a much smaller school with way fewer opportunities, sort of in the middle of nowhere. And so I never really had to put myself out of my comfort zone and try new things as much as I did coming into Penn. And so there was a little bit of a learning curve at the beginning, sort of figuring things out and finding my way, but I wish I would have known coming in that it truly is what you want it to be and what you make of it.
When I arrived at freshman orientation, I wish I knew how to ask for help. I did not attend any office hours or review sessions as a freshman, and I had such a large fear of being exposed as an imposter at my own institution that I was more content with just remaining silent and being confused than just owning up to it and asking a simple question.
What was the deciding factor in choosing Penn?
By the time I became a senior, it was very clear to me that I wanted to go to school outside of California. Because I knew that I would be so far from home, I needed to make sure that I felt free to create a life for myself in the new place that I would call home. I knew that a school like Penn would allow me to create a family on campus because of how many students from different walks of life it welcomes. And I was also sure that I would never feel stuck on campus because of all that Philadelphia has to offer. Penn was not my first choice, but it was the perfect choice. If you are a student applying to schools, remember that you will end up where you belong. You kind of just have to trust the process. I would have never looked at Penn had a different school not waitlisted me, but now I know that this was the right school for me.
So I knew that I wanted to go to Penn the moment that I stepped foot on campus. And I guess the deciding factor for me was just the people. Everyone was so nice, friendly, and passionate about literally everything that they did that it made me love Penn even more and want to attend the school even more. I just overall just love the people. I think the people here are amazing. The professors are amazing. The vibe of the campus is just like positive, and I just love the vibe and the energy that I feel when I'm on the campus. So I guess those would be like the main deciding factors for me, but ultimately like the people were definitely the heavy hitters.
How easy is it to register for classes?
Registering for classes is pretty easy. There are so many classes, there are thousands of them. So picking classes is actually harder than that registration process. You just go on the portal online and you pick your classes. Now, getting the classes that you want is a different story. You have to select which order of importance they are to you, and sometimes you don't get everything you want. So then you have to go, during regular registration, you can, if a slot opens up in that class, you can try and slide in if you do it quick enough. But that part can be kind of challenging, or you can look for another class that does have open seats.
Registering for classes at Penn is fairly simple once you understand the process behind it and the smaller details. As an incoming freshman, you're not allowed to register for classes until you meet with your advisor, and that person should lay out to you all the rules and any advice they have for you in terms of registering. And my amazing advisor has helped me so much, and I owe it to her as to why I have gotten almost every single class I have wanted and registered for since my freshman year.
What is the social scene like?
The social scene at Penn is very active. We're known as the social ivy for a reason. People always would go out, they go hang out with their friends, they go to parties, do participate in clubs. Student life here is very, very active. I think more so arguably than some other colleges and universities. Greek life is very prevalent here. I'm a member of Greek life. I'm in a fraternity, but you don't have to be part of the social scene as well. People here are very well-rounded. They're involved in a lot of different things. So you don't have to be necessarily involved in Greek life to even go to parties and stuff like that. So definitely very, very active and very social here at Penn.
One thing that I love most about Penn is that you don't have to be involved in Greek life in order to have like a social life. A lot of the clubs and organizations host different events throughout the semester to kind of like bring that community closer together, and then also to allow students to take a break from their studies. So a lot of clubs might host like dinners together, or they might go to like Dave & Buster's or go into the city or do an escape room or something like that. So like there's always something going on. The university also hosts different like social events. I know during new student orientation, we had a toga party and we went to the Penn Museum and just had like a fun party, and it was like regulated by the university. For students who do want to get involved in Greek life and like Greek life parties, that it's definitely also an option. It's open to literally everyone. All freshmen are allowed to parties, freshmen, juniors, sophomores, seniors. It also doesn't matter what school you're in. The parties are open to everyone. You study so hard and you work so hard in your academics that it's nice to kind of like be able to go out and have fun with your friends.
How difficult is it to find housing?
Penn makes it super easy. There's a registration application, and you'll basically put down what your priorities are in terms of housing, and there's tons of YouTube videos out there, or you can take a campus tour to sort of get a feel of the dorms and where you think you would fit in best. There's really something for everyone, whether you want a more quiet, suite style living, or you want a more social dorm where you meet your lifelong friends. There's definitely something for everyone. And you can choose who you want to live with, or you can go in random. I went in random and I was totally thrilled about it. And so they really do make it pretty easy for you to do, and there's something for everyone. And starting this past year, freshmen and sophomores have to live on campus for their first 2 years, and so there's always housing available for those students, and it is super, super easy to find.
Housing at Penn isn't too hard to find. I know if you're a freshman or you're living on campus, you pretty much have a place to stay. They just opened up a new building as well, so we'll see how that goes. And you're also required to live on campus anyways as a freshman and a sophomore now. But if you're living off campus, I'd say it's reasonable. I think there's a lot of places that are looking for people to live there, especially because, people graduate every year. The only thing about that is that your availability depends on what you're willing to pay. I know some places are more expensive than others, some places much more expensive than others, but you can find, good, reasonably priced housing around University City and around campus relatively easily, especially depending on the time of the year.
Are students actively involved in clubs, recreational sports, and outside activities?
Students are actively involved in clubs and recreational sports here at Penn. There are a lot of club sports, and there are over 500 clubs here at Penn, and they're all student run, and most people are in at least one extracurricular activity, if not multiple.
I think probably 100% of the school is either in a club or on a sports team or doing outside project. I've personally never met anybody who was not involved in one of the three. I really don't think there's anybody that's not involved in something at Penn. They're always willing to just step up and do something new or try something new, or even start their own club. So many people just start their own clubs or do start up companies and stuff like that.
Does Penn do a good job helping students with internships and research opportunities?
I think most Penn students do not take advantage of all the resources that Penn has to offer, but career services is so helpful, and it is definitely something I intend to keep using until graduation. They can help you decide what careers you would be suited for by assessing your interest and guiding you to your passions. They can also connect you to companies and organizations who are doing the work you're interested in. Then they will go as far as to help you hone your interview skills and build a resume. We also have CURF, which is the Center for Undergraduate Research and Fellowships, who will work with you and connect you to professors who share your interests so that you can have access to a host of mentors as you join research projects.
Penn itself is known for being really research heavy and internship heavy. So they do a really good job of networking, and we have huge alumni network that everybody just reaches out to, or we get a Handshake account and LinkedIn account. Definitely do as much as they can to help you find an internship, research, or a job. Research is it's always open at Penn. Even if you just email professor hey, I really like how you teach, I really like the research that you were conducting, is there any spot open on the team that I could join? Even if they say no, they're gonna refer you to one of their friends doing similar research. So yeah, definitely really good in that aspect.
What tips do you have to succeed academically at Penn?
So to succeed at the University of Pennsylvania, I have found it absolutely crucial to keep a calendar, to keep to a routine. Unlike high school and college, you're only in class a few hours a day, so you feel like you just have hours and hours of free time. But you have to do your homework. You want to have some time to socialize and go to your clubs and eat your meals. And so for me, writing that out and sort of sticking to a daily schedule has been really beneficial. And making sure to make time for the things that I love or things that make me happy, whether that's going on a walk or going to the gym or reading for fun. Leaving time for things that make you happy is really important, especially in this new environment. I would also say having people in your corner, whether that's professors or friends or your advisor or your family. The transition to college is a scary one at first, at least it was for me. And so having people to sort of back you up and to be on your side and be in your corner was really, really important. And the last thing I would say is to really put yourself outside of your comfort zone. College is a time where you have so many opportunities and people and just fun things and experiences at your fingertips, and it's really up to you to sort of take hold of those and to really make your experience what it is.
My biggest tip is to not be afraid to ask for help. Like, it's normal to stay after class or go to office hours to ask your professor to explain something that was confusing to you. It's normal to get a tutor in a class that you may be struggling with. It's normal to ask your peers or friends to explain a concept that you may not understand. Like, all of those things are normal and they are encouraged. So in my opinion, one of the best ways to succeed academically at Penn is to admit to yourself that you're struggling with something and then ask for help.
Here's how you can get more information like what you have just seen to help you and your student get the inside scoops on college life. We have close to 100 ebooks available at collegescoops.com for purchase. All of our ebooks feature student and parent testimonials on what life is like on campus, living, learning, and working while attending college. We offer students and parents favorite places to eat on and around campus, along with a host of local excursions for you, your student, and family to enjoy during your college experience. With direct links to restaurants, hotels, and excursions, we have made it as easy as possible for you to plan your trip, saving you time, energy, and stress. Whether it is your first time visiting or at graduation, we've got you covered.